Not yet, mister. Not yet. Just a little bit. I'll be in just a little bit, okay? I'm just starting. We're not playing games yet. We'll be in just a little bit. But if you keep asking, we're not going to play them. Sorry, guys. My little man wanted to play some video games. Told me you gotta wait till I'm done doing a live stream, but it took me a while to start it. Ooh. Been a while. Been a while. Is this channel dead yet? I hope not. I'm still alive. I ain't dead yet. Let's see if anybody pops in. Give them a couple minutes or so. I know it's been a while, so I'll be surprised if anyone shows up. Waiting to spark it until I see some activity. I should have let it chill for a little bit, let some people come in. But, you know, fuck it. Damn, Dylan, you the first one, squad. I'll be damned. Somebody up in here. You know, honestly, I wasn't sure if anyone would even check in or not. So, what's good with you, man? What's good with you? It's been a long time since I've came on this channel and done anything. But I'm firing up ESP. You know, I got back to it. I'm starting to create content again, which I'll be releasing soon on there. So I figure, you know, I might as well see if this one's still around, you know, see what's going on. Fire up a blunt or something, say what's up to everybody. What's up, Smokey? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Yeah, man. How about that? There's still some folks hanging around. Oh, bro, I just got done changing the fuel pump on this truck, actually, just like a couple weeks ago. And yesterday, or the day before yesterday, I just blew up a radiator. I threw a belt on my wife's Jeep and blew a radiator right as I was backing down the driveway. Blew the radiator. I thought I was close enough I could back in the driveway and let it idle down, shut it off. Right as I was parking it, radiator just poof. Smoke everywhere. Got a lot of car problems. So I figure I'd come on here, I'd let y'all ask me some questions, maybe test my knowledge a little bit. I'm actually thinking I'm going to start a podcast here very, very soon. And I need to kind of warm up a little bit to that. And you guys have been with me for a long time on this channel. So I figure, you know, and I don't make any money from this channel. So I don't have to worry about losing my monetization or anything. I can just talk about whatever. And so as a result, less people see it, obviously. But it's a good way for me to practice, you know, and you guys can ask me questions, test me on things. And I really wish people would quiz me hard and not hold back and try to test my knowledge, you know, because I go up against scholars and stuff, and I need to be on my game, especially if I fire up a podcast and I open it up, you know, and invite people on. I want to be able to feel comfortable holding my own, which I think I do, but that could be an illusion, you know, so better to test it than to just assume. All right. Let me fix this real quick and I'll check the comments there. Hey, missing you too, homies. It's been a good minute. I ain't gonna lie. I honestly do miss doing YouTube. It's been a long time, and I know a lot of folks thought I just fell off and everything, but I was going through some really dramatic changes, and they've kind of set in now. I'm getting more used to it and everything, but some real dramatic life changes, and it took precedence over making content and stuff. And I hope nobody takes that the wrong way, but I had to really like buckle down and focus on what I was doing, and I got some projects in the works, me and my wife both, and we're making some moves. And it's not just about money, money will probably be a byproduct of it, but we don't really care about the money so much. We just need the money as tools to do things. So obviously we got to get some, we got to keep businesses rolling and stuff like that, so. But Ganja Josh has never been a business to me. This has always just been a place where I like to talk shit, express myself, chop game with people that got similar mindsets and stuff. And so that's why I come on here. Me too on a Mazda 626. Damn, bro, everybody with the car problems. What do you think about using Twitch? Twitch for streaming is, I mean, if you can get in and like create a section for yourself, like a niche for yourself, then Twitch is lucrative. Twitch pays good. Twitch has high traffic volume, it's quick money. It does good, but you got to carve a niche for yourself. Twitch, I've done Twitch streaming before, and I've got a friend who's actually really successful on Twitch, Matthias 710, you guys remember, and he kills it on Twitch. And I watched him raking money, on Twitch, and he had a great audience. They all were really invested in him and his time and his lifestyle and what he was doing. And that's what you want. You want to have an audience that actually gives a shit about you, and not an audience that's just looking for just pure entertainment. You want an audience that gives a shit a little bit, because then they ride with you through your ups and downs. You guys know you're still here. Shit. Right? Yeah, Matthias, he's pretty cool guy. He's a little goofy, he's a little eccentric, but I mean that's his niche. He carved out his lane and he fucking rides in it well. So you gotta give him props on it, right? A lot of people hate on everybody. I don't really hate on nobody. The only thing I hate on is colonization and misinformation. That's the things I really hate on, I guess. Other than that, I'm pretty chill. Pretty much anyone can kick it around me and not have to worry, because I ain't gonna do nothing to nobody. I'm not too hostile or nothing, but I also don't have a fucking filter, and I will say some shit. And because I'm a big dude, I'm like 6'3", ranging between 180 and 280, depending on what my lifestyle is at the time. I'm a pretty big dude, and so I come off like a bit aggressive and a bit intimidating, I guess, to some folks. But in reality, I'm a big teddy bear, unless you threaten my situation, you threaten my family or something, then I'm a grizzly bear. But other than that, I'm a teddy bear. I'm pretty chill. I don't mind kicking with everybody. You know what I mean? How's the island life going? Island life is going good, man. It's going real good. It's just not what most people would think it is for us, right? The last time we lived here in the islands in Hawaii, we lived in town. We lived on the ocean. It was real like a normal lifestyle, with a normal house and working normal jobs and the 9 to 5 grind and going to the bars at nighttime and on the weekends type shit, hitting the beach and the typical tropical lifestyle, right? Cookouts and shit. Now we live on a mountain. As you can see, it's raining. I don't know if you guys can see that because I'm in here, but it's raining up here. Usually is in the afternoons. And I spend most of my time up here on this mountain on my little piece of land, grinding, trying to carve out farm out of raw land, out of this ohia forest and lava rock. I'm trying to carve a farm out of it with just hand tools. And so I spend a lot of time out here just throwing rock, clearing out brush and taking down trees and building things from scrap wood and pallet wood, that type of stuff, And when I'm not doing that, I'm hanging with the little man. We're playing games, we're driving RC trucks and stuff like that, building courses. If I'm not doing that, I'm working on cars. And if I'm not doing that, then I'm studying, right? And so I haven't had any time to Like I haven't been to the beach in months, you know. I don't even remember when the last time I went to the beach is, honestly. It's been months. It's been at least 3, 4 months probably. Um, at least, you know. And I'm only fucking 10, no, I'm like 20 miles from the beach, probably would say, you know, 15 to 20 miles from the beach. Uh, so it shouldn't be a big deal, but you know, you got to understand our situation. So we chose to come live off grid and we blew all our money moving out here, so that we'd have our cars out here. It was a bunch of money to ship our cars out here. And it's a good thing we did because we needed them. But that also screwed us over on buying property outright. So we did a rent to own. Got ripped off on the rent to own after I blew 20 grand in payments on that. And then wound up, thankfully, I had a subscriber on the East Coast that was paying attention to what was going on, reached out to me and offered to help out. And so he literally purchased an acre of land here in Hawaii for me and my family, and has been allowing us to purchase it off of him through payments with very little interest. And so I am extremely grateful, extremely blessed off of that. And that's the Most High looking out for me, you know. And so here I am, you know, and he's also been chill on the payments. He doesn't like stress over me being late on payments and stuff like that because he knows the situation. And it's a fucking blessing, man. So I just kick him like money here and there. And he's been super cool with it. And every time I get a big chunk, I go throw it to him. I'll throw him a little extra, you know. I always make at least a minimum payment, you know, but sometimes I'm late on them. But sometimes I double up on the payments too to try to make up for it. So it's been real nice having somebody that's down to earth and understands what I'm attempting to do and supporting it, not just verbally, but like physically. Like they're literally putting money behind me. And that's fucking awesome, you know, and they're letting me do my thing so I can get onto my feet the way I need to. But to break down what I'm doing, we just fucking we got an acre of land and we're converting it to a off-grid self-sustainable farm. We're living in tents in the meantime, in like 10 by 20 tents, Costco tents, on a platform that I built. And I got two of them. We got two Jeeps, the pickup truck, and I still got my RX-7. And we got another tent that I'm using as storage, and another tent that I'm using for a greenhouse. And then we're attempting to grow food, you know, like we got banana trees, avocados, you know, papaya, we've got taro, we've got tomatoes and potatoes and cabbage and onions and all kinds of stuff growing already, you know. I'm gonna pack my vape up and join you. Oh yeah, I let my shit go out. I moved into a camper in the woods about a year ago. I enjoy it, getting away from everything. See, so you know what's up, man. It's really nice actually. And having an acre, it's actually a lot bigger than you would expect when you come from living in the city and shit. You know, I was born in the country, but moved here from living in Bend, Oregon, like in the middle of town, where we had like maybe an eighth of an acre or something like that, maybe. And I did all that shit before on that land. And so this with the whole acre, you know, and we're off grid, we can really do shit out here. It's amazing, man. And everything grows. You know, I can literally grow anything. It's incredible. And so I'm doing it. We got what else? We got tangerines growing. We got a bunch of herbs and spices, you know, like thyme and shit like that growing. Uh fuck, what else we get? There's a bunch of shit. There's a bunch of shit growing on here now. And we're just getting started. It's only going to be more and more and more and more and more and more. And this property is only like 12 grandish, you know, a little bit more than that, I think, like 12 point something after all the interest and stuff. And so once this is paid off, right, we're free and clear on the land and our cars are all paid off. So we're free and clear on the cars and we live in a tent, yeah, but we're building a house right here in, you know, on the property. So we won't live in the tents forever. We're just gonna live there while we build the house, and then we'll have the house built, and then we're gonna rebuild the tent house as like an actual tabernacle for all of our Hebrew Israelite um, holy days and stuff that we honor, right? And so like the Feast of Tabernacles and things like that, we'll actually do that in there. And so there's a purpose to it all. You know what I'm saying? Like it's rhyme for the reason for to rhyme, whatever you want to call it. It's just a long process when you don't just have a bunch of money on hand, right? And so we had to grind up to the point we could do all this and then start a new business that we're getting ready to fire up, and then some other shit. And I had to put this driveway in by hand, put in the house pad by hand, build the platform completely out of pallet wood. I built an outhouse. I built a shower room. I built a compost station. We're putting in work. We got some solar going and a generator. We're getting there. You know what I'm saying? You guys got questions? Hit me with the questions. I'm all about it. I'll just sit here and yap. But all of this, the reason we're doing all of this is because when we lived in Bend, I did all those psychedelics, as you guys know, and it cracked me open, bro. It woke me up, and I started doing research and learning history, and in the process, I figured out my own roots and culture, my own ethnic nationality, and with that came my desire to return to my roots and culture, and to separate myself from the ways of the colonizers that kind of have been ruling over my people for the last 400 people or 400 years or whatever, And this is one of those subjects that everyone gets all touchy about, but it's the truth. It's true history. And I know that a lot of white folks don't think about this too much because I come from a family full of white folks. Everyone forgets I was raised by my white side. I mean, that's not a topic that they talk about, It's Black history and shit, right? And so that term doesn't really mean a whole lot to them. But to me, even the words themselves have deep meaning, right? Black history, right? What is that? I'm not black. My hoodie black. You know what I'm saying? Like my hoodie black. I'm not black though, right? You can go to the darkest nigga you can find in these streets, and he ain't gonna be this color. He ain't gonna be black. He might be brown like my beard, or even darker than that. But he ain't gonna be black, right? But yet we're called black, and our history is referred to as Black history. We don't say white history, right? And so there's a reason for that, and it does matter, right? And it's not a matter of getting on white people's heads for their history or whatever. It's a matter of getting on my people for not knowing our history, right? We let it disappear. It was taken from us, and then we never got it back, and it's time to get it back. And so once I got it back, it snapped me out of the funk I was in. I was living in a reality that wasn't my own. I was calling myself by names that I'm not technically of. I'm not African American. That's Africa and America are two different continents. That's not a ethnic nationality. That's not a race. Black is a color. That's not a race or an ethnic nationality, right? And so once I started realizing this stuff, I had to fucking do something about it. I couldn't just sit there, If like, how can I respect myself as a man if I don't do something? I got to look into this shit, right? And so, sorry, I just make sure I miss no comments. And so I dug, man, and I learned a lot of stuff. I learned about a lot of different cultures in a search to, one, find my own, but also just to figure out why psychedelics are such a misnomer, such a mysterious thing, such a taboo topic to everybody. And it was so positive and life-changing to me. Why is it illegal, when you guys want to see the property? So I shot a video the other day doing a walkthrough on the RC course that I'm building on the property. So you might be interested in that. I haven't uploaded it yet. I haven't even edited it yet. I've just been shooting, but I'm going to edit that this week and get it uploaded. And so I'll probably be releasing that next week. I would say like Monday, maybe, if I'm on time with everything, right? And so, yeah, maybe Monday, you guys start to see some of the property, starting with the RC course. I'm not showing off the rest of the stuff yet just because of security reasons out here and shit. it's a little sketch, you know, and I don't want to have to catch a body fucking trying to protect my property. That shit's not cool. But there are people out here that are stupid. I already caught some fucking uh, people breaking into my homie's property and shit, and they stole his car and all kinds of stuff, and we had a big fucking issue. And so I'm not trying to draw too much attention to where I'm at, but I will show some stuff for sure, for sure. And my goal is to show you guys how I live, why I did it, to show you guys the ins and outs of, you know, going back to organic farming, going back to surviving off the land, going back to producing your own forms of income, right? To get to that point, you know. I know a lot of people think I'm crazy. I'm just out here bumming, but I'm actually not. I got a lot of shit going on, and I've spent thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars since I've been here in an effort to get towards where I'm going. I'm not just talking about the money I lost either. We just spent $6,000 yesterday on a project we're working on. So there's a lot of shit going down out here. It's a slow process, right? But we're going to show you guys. I'm going to start doing videos on everything, just vlogging my whole lifestyle. We're going to work on cars together. We're going to work on RC shit together. We're going to work on farming together. You know, we're going to go through plants, and I've got a huge library of books now. So I'll be going through books with you guys. And I don't know if that'll be on this channel. You know, most of that's going to be on ESP, but I will do some stuff on this channel, right? Most of this channel is just going to be talking about the things that'll get my other channels blocked, right? And demonetized. So Hebrew Israelite history, just history, period. Just lots and lots of fucking history. And, you know, etymology, you know, going over books, doing book reviews, reading the Bible and the Vedas and things of that nature. We're going to do a lot of that type of stuff on here, you know, smoking blunts, you know, on live streams and fucking doing questions, that type of shit. You should definitely grow a garden, man. Definitely. Miguel, what's good, bro? Oh, you're living a life some of us wish we could be living. It sounds that way, you know, but I will admit there's some shit going on that most people wouldn't be prepared for. Like, for instance, we do compost toilet, right, in an outhouse, which means essentially we shit in a bucket and then we compost it, right, with mulch. You see what I'm saying? And we throw all of our fruits and our vegetables scraps and stuff in there. Paper towels, toilet paper, anything that's compostable, you know, we throw in the compost, and then water it, right, and break it down and turn it into dirt, right? And we use that dirt to feed all kinds of plants, right? Super rich nutrients, because it's literally like the most incredible black soil you'll ever make, right? That's a hard thing for people to adjust to, because people are used to using a fucking toilet and having running water and stuff. We don't have no running water. We gotta go get all our water down the hill every day, right? Because we don't have our catchment set up yet. So here soon we'll have a catchment set up, and then we'll collect all this rain that you see falling. We'll be collecting this, and that'll be our water. But till then, we get free water down at the bottom of the hill. We have to collect it every day, big, like 7-gallon jugs that we have. We got like 5 of them, right? And we live out of that. My wife has a kitchen that I built for her indoor, but there's no sink to wash dishes in, right? So she washes dishes outside on a pallet, even in the rain sometimes, right? Because we've yet to finish our deck, where we're building the outdoor kitchen where it will eventually have a roof over it. But in the meantime, we still have to eat. We still got to do all the work. So it's a lot, man. It's a fucking lot. Sorry, am I boring you guys or what? All of this is... Gotta go for almost dying. It's great to see you. Hey, it's good to see you too, man. Looking forward to new videos. They'll be out soon. Yeah, so you feel me, Dylan. It's a battle, you know, but it's worth it. It's worth it to get away from the shit, right? To get away from the man. There's 2 ways to retire. You can retire by making enough money to pay or buy your way out of slavery, you know, for the rest of your life. Buy your way out of the workforce, right? Or you can use residual income. You can build up residual income and then use that residual income and use the government, right? Like EBT, for instance, to pay for the shit. So we use EBT to buy plants off Amazon. Free delivery, free to purchase. Buy lemon trees and shit like that from Walmart with the EBT. Bring them home, plant them. Grow lemons. Make lemonade, make lemon juice, make lemon meringue pie. You see what I'm saying? Do that type of shit, you know? What's it say? Living off grid is getting used to, but it's definitely worth it. I agree, bro. 100%. 100%. So worth it. You learn to take care of yourself, you know. You learn to take care of your family. You learn to do everything on your own. You don't need nobody for nothing. Right? And that's how we used to be. As men, we used to be kings of our castle. Now we ain't kings of shit and we ain't got no castles. It's time to change that, right? This feminine shit that's been floating around for the last 30, 40 years has really fucked us up as people, you know, and especially Israelites, you know. It's not good. It's not good to treat masculinity as toxic. Not a good fucking thing, man. Thankfully, a lot of these women are starting to come around. You can see them out there starting to realize they kind of fucked up on that. You know, trying to feminize men is not a good thing. Especially when there's not enough masculine women to take their place. That's dope, bro. That's dope. Fuck yeah, man. I love inspiring people to do shit. I fucking love that. I'll give you a little peek. Roll the window down. I'll show you just what the land looks like, you know. That's me in the farm truck right now. Let me flip this camera. This is probably dirty. Hold on. There we go. Give you an idea what the land is like. This is dirty. There. Those are just some, I don't know what those are, honestly. Somebody gave them to me. I like the way they look, so I kept them for landscaping stuff. But this is what I'm working in, right? This is Ohia Forest, and this is pure lava rock down here. As you can see, I break it down and make these. There's my driveway. You know what I'm saying? I'll show you that much, right? But yeah, that's how, you know. It's been a lot of work. I got tennis elbow right now. My fucking elbow hurts so bad. All this, it hurts to pick anything up. But I still gotta keep fucking going. Don't have no insurance for nothing, you know, and I ain't paying I ain't gonna pay to go to the hospital. I ain't taking no fucking pharmaceutical drugs. So instead, what I'm doing is learning the correct plants to take and treat it myself with the correct plants, and then just lighten the load on this arm a little bit. Put some more on this one. Whoop. Seems to be working. I'm learning all kinds of stuff, man. It's worth it. Oh yeah, thank you, bro. I'll show you guys some of what I've done here once I get, you know, a little bit further. We're gonna start working. I've got to I'm waiting on a little money, and then I gotta swap the tires on my Jeep. I got a new set of tires I need to put on it. That way I can move it out of the parking spot it's in and back it into my little garage thing that I got going on, my little garage tent. So I can swap the transfer case, get back on the road. Then I can take it, do the safety check, and put the insurance on all that stuff, get it registered here in Hawaii. Then I have my Jeep to cruise around again instead of this farm truck. Krill oil, nice. That's good enough too. My wife knows more about plants right now than I do when it comes to medicines and stuff. I only study mainly psychedelic aspect of it, right? So if anyone asks me about psychedelics, I go in on the plants. When it comes to healing, I'm still a noob. I'm still learning shit. Speaking of learning shit, what should we go over something? Should I teach y'all something? What you guys want to learn? You got questions? Any of you guys follow the Bible? Right? Like, how many of you guys actually read the Bible? What do you know about the Bible? You guys think the Bible is that you instantly think religion? Is that what you guys think? Bro, I think I just ran out of fluid. No. I got double up on lighters. My flint went out in my fucking torch. And my fucking my fluid went out in the bic. And you guys know anything about the Bible? Anything about history? You guys know about American history? What you guys know? I'm curious. What's a touchy subject you guys want to know about? Because I know all kinds of shit, but unless somebody asks me a question, sometimes I don't know what to go in on. I need a trigger. Someone's got to trigger me. Give me something. Give me a subject. It's like freestyling, you know? I'm in Hawaii. Who's that? Nathaniel Leroy. Oh, we got a brother in here. What's good, man? We got Israelite in the building. That's what I'm talking about. I'm in Hawaii. I'm in Hawaii, man. Where y'all at? Do you know you know about Israelite stuff, bro? Because that's mainly what I teach about Israelite stuff. Are you in Bend? Wait, do I know you then? Because that's where I moved here from. I moved here from Bend. You know about Cannon Bend then, right? It's a homie's dispensary there. Highway 20. I know most brothers in Bend. If I don't know you, I'm surprised. Oh, you saw me on Sonetter? You see them? Bro, I got so irritated on them niggas muted me. Them niggas muted me and would not fucking let me even talk. Hold on 1 second. I ain't done. Soon. And we'll play soon. All right? He's trying to be patient. Let's play some games. Yeah. Oh, you saw that? Yeah, man. That was fucked up, bro. That's fucked up. And you know what's funny is I think on the Sonetter one is when they were asking me about proof about pedigree being from your father, right? Being 80+% from your father and being genetically proven. And so they asked me to prove it, you know, and I was like, okay. So I fucking told them, and they're like, all right, so provide a source. I was like, okay, give me a minute. So they muted me while I went to look for my source, right? I pulled my source, and then they was mocking me the whole time, like making fun of me while I'm searching for my source, as if I wasn't going to produce it or something. So then I produced a source, which is actually from the University of North Carolina, right? And it was published in the Scientific Journal, right? I provide that, and these niggas want to fucking, like, they're like, oh, hold on, let us look at this. And they go through it, and then they don't know what they're reading. They're like, this is about rats. This is about mice. Bro, do you not know anything about how a scientific study works? You don't study a human physically, bro. It's illegal. You can't go doing that. You have to study mice. You have to study monkeys, things of that nature, right? Which is why when you go in the Scientific Journal, all the studies are done that way. There's only certain studies you can do on humans, right? Genetic studies you can do on certain things, yes, but when it comes to pedigree, right, and DNA and testing an overall fucking what's the word I'm looking for? The overall genre of people, it requires you to do things that you can't just do on the fucking the regular population of citizens. So they didn't get it, obviously. But regardless, I provided the information for him. We are 80% plus genetically identical to our fathers, right? And if they would have read the whole article, they explain that in the article, which I still have. And not only is that scientifically proven, but it's also biblical, right? It's biblical history. It literally explains perfectly in the book of Numbers that we are marking our house, or we are marking our pedigree by the house of our father, which is also proof of the Jewish fucking fallacy, right? Where they mark their house by, or they mark their pedigree by the house of their mother, which goes against the Bible, which the Bible prophesies, right? Let me see. Sorry, I don't mean to avoid these. I live next to St. Charles Hospital. Oh, that's what's up. I used to live like on the other side of the Butte, over by like 7-Eleven and shit. I just know basic stuff. I don't know a lot about Israelites. Dylan, if you want to know about Israelites, it's all in the Bible, but you can just ask me anything, right? Israelites, most people, if you look it up, are going to tell you are the so-called African Americans, Native Americans, Mexicans, right? And like Caribbean folks like Haitians, Cubans, Puerto Ricans, things of that nature, right? Essentially, those that were colonized aren't just what we were taught they are. The colonized people of the world are actually the lost tribes of Israel. That's the main gist of it, right? It gets super deep, and you can dive into scripture, and you can dive into biblical history and archaeology and other things too to bring all this out. But the goal is to figure out what the nations are in the Bible and who they are today, right? And a lot of people think the Bible is just make believe, right? But you can ask any archaeologist about that, and they will laugh at you, right? Because if it wasn't for the Bible, we really wouldn't have much in the way of archaeology, because the Bible is revealed where all of the most important archaeological sites are around the world. Super, super important. Oh shit, let me read this. Sorry. I don't know much about it. I've been interested, but I've done research, and there's ways it's projected. What do you get from it? Where would you start with the knowledge you have now? Okay, good questions. Good questions. Yeah, it's high time for consuming all information. Take what works and quietly lead the rest. Indeed. Nice. I play drums on the Butte. I got a decent percussion setup. Nice. My wife used to hike the Butte every morning, bro, at sunrise. It was like religious fucking activity for her, bro. She'd go every day. But okay, so if you go watch videos about Israelites and you're not familiar with it, you might find it a bit harsh, right? Miguel Salazar, Miguel, are you Hispanic? Do you have what's your ethnic nationality on your father's side, right? And I'm asking for a reason, because that's going to matter when it comes to your perspective on what this is, right? And whether it really is going to matter to you or not. I'm gonna have to put this in a pipe. It's getting too short. That's cool. Hey, and Nathaniel, fucking, I love the drums, bro. I'm that nigga that drive around fucking drumming all day with my hands, bro. I've been like that since I was a kid, bro. Hey, the drums are fucking dope. The beat is rhythm, bro. Rhythm is life. It's like, it's so important, man. It's why our people shine, it's a big deal, bro. Drums are a big deal, man. It's a lot I could go into about some drums. There's a reason why everywhere you find Israelites, you find drumming, It's a thing. Come on. Don't die on me. I brought my fucking butane. All right. It's a good day. All right. Let me put some butane in this. I'll answer you guys' questions. I like it. I like it when y'all come on here and actually ask me questions. Like, it changes the whole vibe for me, because I'm not going to lie, I don't like doing live streams. I don't even like going on the internet and doing all this shit. But I really, 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 really want to get information out there, right? And so this is the main reason why I do this. All right, let's see if I can get this to work now. Come on. Hood ass. Ain't nothing more ghetto than living off grid, I swear. Here we go. All right. Father is half Hispanic, so I guess I would be Hispanic. But the whites, Miguel, you'll meet. LOL. Okay, I hear you. All right, so you say your father's half Hispanic. Is his dad Hispanic too? Because if his dad's Hispanic too, like Mexican or whatever, then you're very likely you're an Israelite from the tribe of Issachar, right? Now, if his dad is Spaniard, then you're Hebrew Edomite, which isn't good news. But it is what it is. We're all just born into that shit. So it's more about figuring out what it is than trying to be, a specific group or anything. So if that's the case, right? If your dad is Mexican, right? Your local access. You shoot me a message, man, or shoot me an email or something. Instagram or something. My favorite Bible story, I'll tell you. All right. But before I get into it, let me make sure I answer Miguel's thing here. I just want to make sure I get it for him. All right, Miguel. So then, you, sir, are a Hebrew Israelite from the tribe of Issachar. All right. The word Aztec goes back to the Hebrew Azteca, but that wasn't what your people called themselves. Your people called themselves the Mexica, right? The Mexica. And the Mexica, right? Mexica is another way to say Hamashiach, right? It's where's my? Oh, it's up there. Hamashiach, which is in English means Messiah, right? And so you are the people of Hamashiach, the people of the Messiah. You guys are Hebrew Israelites from the tribe of Issachar, meaning that you are royalty. Sir, you are an actual. My email address is dogcrick, DOGCRICK at gmail.com. You hit me up on there anytime. And so being a Hebrew Israelite from the tribe of Issachar means that you are God's chosen people, right? Now, you probably heard the Bible plenty, right? And your people being Hispanic, Mexican, Issachar, right? Mexica, right? You guys are likely have a history with Catholicism, right? It's real prominent down there. And so when you hear about the Bible, they put a real big focus on everybody is saved, and they put a big focus on the saints, and they put a big focus on the Byzantine rites. They put a big focus on the worship of Mary, things of that nature, right? Which are all anti-biblical, believe it or not. And so religion itself is blasphemous, right? Religion is not biblical whatsoever. The Bible is the historical documents, the historical records of a ethnic nationality, a single nation of people. That nation was the 12 tribes of Israel, known as the Hebrew Israelites. Your people are from the tribe of Issachar, which is one of those 12 tribes. Your people wound up in the Americas something like 3,600 years ago when they fled the Edomites and they fled captivity. Yeah. No worries. It's Dogcrick, DOGCRICK at gmail.com. You shoot me an email on there anytime, brother. And so that means, bro, you're not what everyone thinks you are. You're not a regular person. You're not just a human. You're not just a man, right? You're a god. Literally, you carry the blood of the gods, of the Elohim. You are of royal descendancy from the gods directly. That's what that means. It means that you are above all nations on the face of the earth. It's why you were taken into captivity. It's why you were renamed a Mexican. It's why you were taught to speak Spanish and English, and you no longer speak Hebrew, your indigenous tongue. That's a big deal. A very big fucking deal, man. And you should definitely know that, right? And it's an honor to be able to tell you that you're a god on this earth, bro. You are literally a god, right? And I can show you in the Bible where it says all of this, right? It's a big fucking deal. You and your father, right? And anyone in your family of that descendancy that comes from the patriarchal, as in your father's pedigree, you're gods on this earth. You know, Mexicans, you ain't no humans, you ain't no Americans, you ain't no Spaniards, you ain't no Latinos and Latinas. You are Yasharallah, right? You are a Israelite. Yasharallah in the Hebrew. It's a big deal, right? I am a Hebrew Israelite from the tribe of Judah. That's a big deal to me. It's the same tribe that everybody called the dude everyone called Jesus Christ. He come from tribe of Judah, right? His real name Yahweh Shai, right? There were no last names back then. It was just Yahweh Shai, right? You can call him Yahweh Shai Hamashiach, right? Same as Yahweh Shai Mashika, right? Does that make sense? You follow me on that? And I will read my favorite Bible story to you guys as well. It's actually hard to pick a favorite, but I'll read one of my favorites. Keep the sword. Keep the sword on deck. And Nathaniel, appreciate you, bro. Tapping in, man. That's what's up. I'll check the email, and I appreciate that. And yo, if you need Israelites to connect with out there, right? I know a couple brothers in the area, right? I know a couple brothers in the truth out there. I can drop some, links for you, some information. If you don't want to link with them, just hit me up. I'll send you some links and shit. If you want to know about this stuff, This right here, this is our book, bro. This ain't everybody's book. This ain't the Christian church's book. This ain't the Mormons' book. This ain't the Catholics' book. This is Black history. This is Mashika history, right? This is fucking Hawaiian history. This is Puerto Rican history. This is real history right here. Real history. The trick is to understand it and to realize how much that it's been used against us and how much we've been taught to think it says something it doesn't say. We've been taught to think that there's one God in this Bible and he sent his son to die for everybody on this planet, and that everybody gets to go to heaven if they believe that and they ask him to be their Lord and Savior. And we believe that, we've been taught that because of religion, not because of the Bible. The people that believe that don't actually read this, and I can prove it anytime, right? That information from me. Yeah, Miguel, that's what's up. All praises, bro. All praises the Most High, right? And you'll hear a lot of Israelites immediately saying, oh, but you can't smoke weed. I will fucking show you how that's not true. Just hit me up. I'll show you exactly how that's not true. The Bible is all about psychedelics, ganja. It's all about entheogenic plants. It's all about ethnic nationality. It's all about salvation for the 12 tribes. It's all about following the laws, the covenants, right? The statutes. And it's all about knowledge, understanding these things thoroughly, I always wonder why I was able to naturally understand the Bible like it's in my blood or something. Because it's in your blood 100%, bro. That's the craziest part about it, right? The first time I read the Bible, I didn't get it, but I read it from the perspective of a Christian, and I was only 15, right? I was locked up, and I read it, and I was like, yo, what the fuck? This don't make no sense to me whatsoever. Like, who the fuck are these people? Who are these Israelites? What does this have to do with anything, And then I get older and I take all these psychedelics, growing up, and I stopped for a long time. Then I got really heavy into psychedelics as an adult, when I'm damn near 40 or in my, mid 30s, and crack my pineal wide the fuck open, you know what I'm saying? And I start like getting real curious about everything. And so I start digging and digging and digging. And the Bible was the one thing I never wanted to read again. I didn't want nothing to do with it. I wanted to know everything about everything else. And everything I would read lead me back to the fucking Bible, man. I'm trying to learn about psychedelics, and so I'm reading all this other shit, and it's all talking about stuff. And every time I read it, I'm like, oh, I remember that from the Bible. what the fuck? Why would I remember that from the Bible? I'm not even reading the Bible, right? I'm reading the Vedas, right? Or I'm reading fucking the Popol Vuh, or I'm reading the fucking, whatever, pyramid text or some other shit. But yet I'm finding stuff that has to do with the Bible over and over. I'm studying the word Naga, right? Trying to figure out Naga because everywhere I find psychedelics, like Soma wine, right? And ayahuasca, all these things, I find the term Naga and Nagini, Nagusa, Nakash, fucking, Namu, Nawa, Nawe, all these words, right? Nomo. And so I'm like, damn, there's got to be something to this word, And then I'm like, it's really close to the word nigger, It's fucking kind of weird. And everywhere you find it, you find black folks, right? And serpents and psychedelics. And I'm like, there's got to be a connection, And so I start studying the language, all these things to figure out the roots of these words, right? And these words all go back to the same meanings. They have to do with meaning black and meaning serpent over and over again, right? So there's this correlation between black and serpent. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on with this, And I'm studying Sumerian tablets and all that, and Akkadian tablets, Babylonian tablets. I learned about the connections, between Enlil and Enki and the serpent and the eagle for symbology, right? And I'm like, oh shit, I think I'm getting onto something here, right? Dig, 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 dig. And eventually you realize that the serpent represents the Nagas, right? And the eagle represents the enemies of the Nagas, right? And the enemies of the Nagas, right, are the Enlilites, those that follow and worship Enlil or descend from Enlil, right? And then the Nagas are those that follow and worship the Inkites, or those that descend and worship and serve Enki, right? These two brothers. And they're known in every religion just by different names, and every culture just by different names. But nobody really knows that, pays attention to it for some reason, right? But everyone wants to prove, oh, my religion's right or my culture's right, but all the cultures descend from one starting point, right? And it doesn't mean that we're all the same. It means that we can trace all of this stuff back to see where we all come from, right? Which part of this tree do we fall from, right? It's a big deal. I'm talking, what's it say? I always wonder what, or I'm toking on a Styx brand pen. Yeah, mimosa strain. That's what I'm talking about. Mimosa is acacia, right? In the Bible, that's the holy shita, right? The crown of thorns comes from the mimosa, It comes from a form of acacia, right? The burning bush, acacia. The Ark of the Covenant, acacia. The staff of Moses that lifted up the serpent in the woods, acacia, right? It's a big deal, And that's what led me all back to it. And you go and read the Bible and you find out, oh, that the Jews were called nigger. What the fuck? It says it right in the Bible with one G. So I'm thinking, oh, they're saying Niger, right? Because that's what we were taught is Niger means Niger, not nigger, right? Which for some reason everyone's like, oh, that means black. Well, so does nigger. Nigger means black too, right? And so does Negro means black, right? And so the fuck, what's the difference? And so you go to the Strong's Concordance and you pull it up in the original Hebrew, and lo and behold, they have the pronunciation button where you can hear them pronunciate it, right? So I hit it, and what the fuck does it say? It says nigger. It doesn't say niger. It says nigger, bro. The fuck? And so nigger's in the Bible, right? And that's what the Jews were called. A Jew is one who descends from the tribe of Judah, right? And then later on would refer to those of the southern kingdom of the Israelite nation, which is the tribes of Benjamin, Levi, and Judah, right? And this is like fucking mind-blowing. Wait, you mean to tell me the Bible's about black people and that they were called nigger back then, and that they're known as Nagas and Naginis and Nagusas and all this other shit around the world? And the difference is just because the Tower of Babel and this fucking different languages, right? Which are all broken up from one root language, which means they all got signs of that language. You just got to trace these signs back. And lo and behold, the fucking picture reveals itself. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, shrooms, man. Shrooms. There's plenty in Bend. Bend got the fucking best psychedelics, the best weed, the best fucking hash. Bend got all the goods. There are all kind of people there, bro. There's all kind of people there. If I was there, I'd hook you up with some fucking shrooms real quick, bro. Especially now because it's legal. You ain't gonna worry about the shit. It's fucking legal. It's crazy. I'm gonna have to roll nowadays a little bit. Oh no, I can't. I gotta go in a little bit. Oh, what time is it? Yeah, it's 6:30. I gotta get going here in a minute. Um. Anyway, I think you guys get the point. It's just crazy. To be an Israelite is the biggest honor in human history, and it's very important that we know this information. We know this history. We know our roots and culture. And unfortunately, we don't. I didn't know until I was like 36 years old, pretty much. Now I'm 39. Uh, so what, 36, 35 years old, maybe. So yeah, now I'm 39. And so that's only 4 years I've been in this truth. I've been figuring this shit out. And it's still a learning process, right? You're still uncovering stuff all the time. But the goal is to motivate our people to reunite. We're not Mexicans, we're not blacks, we're not Hawaiians, we're not Puerto Ricans, we're not South Americans and Central Americans or Indians or fucking any of that shit. We're not blacks and Negroes and shit. We are Hebrew Israelites, and we're one people, right? And if we unite our people, we are the greatest people on the face of this planet. We have more numbers than anybody on this planet. We can get our shit back. We can get our power back. We can get this world back, which is our inheritance. It's a big fucking deal. But we can't do it if we don't talk about it, And everybody gets worried about the repercussions of talking about this stuff because, well, right now, our enemies, right, run the fucking world. There's no indigenous white folks in America, but yet white folks run America, right? That just shows you that we're in captivity. We don't pay taxes to our own people. We pay taxes to our captors, the people that brought us here in ships. That's a big deal. Nice. I'll check out your drum too. That's sick. And like if you think about this stuff, like really just sit and think about it for a while, it starts to get depressing, right? It starts to get you to a point where you're kind of mad. And then you read the Bible and it says, surely oppression makes a wise man mad, right? You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, my favorite Bible story. My favorite Bible story is, uh, if I'm going to say my absolute favorite is probably the Exodus story, just because it's so powerful. What Moses did in Egypt, um, it was pretty incredible, but we got to give credit where credit's due. Moses only did that through the power of the Most High, and the Most High literally killed the firstborn living man and beast from every nation except for the nation of Israel, to set a difference between us and everybody else, to set a difference between us and the Egyptians, and to let people know that we are not to be fucked with. And that's a big deal, man. It's a big, big fucking deal. And it's something that I think of all the time. It reminds me to stay girded up, as you say, like to stay brave, right, in my walk, right? Because what I go through ain't nothing compared to what happened in the Exodus, right? An unknown number of firstborn people, men, women, and children, firstborn. I think maybe it was firstborn males. It might have been firstborn males. Died, right? So everybody was affected in that nation, and these people took us captive and thought they was gonna fucking play us like some bitches. And we warned them, and we warned them, and we warned them. We gave them signs of those warnings, and they did not heed to them. And the Most High wreaked havoc on them. And then when we left, the Lord hardened the Pharaoh's heart, and he came after us, meaning that the Lord made the Pharaoh come after us. He didn't just decide to, he hardened his heart, meaning he made it to where he was so stubborn, so ignorant, so prideful that he had to come after us. And when he came after us, not only did he die, his entire army died in the pursuit of us. That's a big deal. And then afterwards, we had to wander through the wilderness, right? And lived in tents for 40 fucking years. I live in a tent now, so it really resonates with me. And that's why we celebrate the Feast of Tabernacles every year, where you stay in a tent for 7 days. And you pay homage to your forefathers, and you give thanks to the Most High for what he did for us in the Exodus. It's a big deal, you know. Anyway, I gotta get off here because I gotta go take my little man to eat, and we're gonna play some video games. I appreciate y'all coming to kick it with me and just listen to me yap on some bullshit. I know I ain't been on here forever, but I will be coming on here a little more often. And you guys can always request shit. You know, if you got like certain topics you want me to go over and shit, request them. You got my email now, right? Y'all can shoot me emails, and I'll do my best to check them shits when I can, and fucking we'll see what we can do. Make some specific content, you know, that you guys are looking for. All right. Anyways, y'all, I appreciate it. You know, you guys stay up. Hopefully something I said resonates. Yeah. Get what you say, get high, stay happy. See you in the clouds. All right. Shalom.